Please welcome Cameron Lopez. How's everybody doing? Yeah. I've been doing pretty good. I just got my medical marijuana card for DC. Yes. I was inspired because a few months ago I was in Denver and I got to go to a dispensary and kind of figure out what it's all about. You guys, it's awesome. It's like being a kid in a candy store, except you're literally an adult in a candy store. And it's great because the staff knows like exactly what all of the strains are called and what they do. Like, oh, this is the sour diesel and it makes you super creative. You got your Northern Lights and it makes you melt in your couch. And I went to one in DC. It's a little bit different here. Like, everything in DC is just so political. So I went to a shop and they had a few strains, and especially because election season just ended, they had a clearance, and so they had they had Bernie, which was spelled with a U, and that one the guy was like, oh dude, the younger smokers love this, but the older smokers think that it's just like a little too potent. And then they had Chillery, and he thank you. He was like, dude, this will get the job done every time, but it kind of leaves you with like a sour taste in your mouth. And then the last one, it had like these orange disheveled hairs all over it and like these pale white spots. And he's just like, dude, that's pussy grabber. So I bought some pussy grabber and I was smoking it with my friends. And I hate to admit it, but it worked out great for me. You know, like I felt awesome. I slept amazing. The next morning I woke up refreshed. But my buddy Deshaun that smoked with us woke up the next morning. He was in the middle of the inner city. And our friend Juan woke up in the middle of the desert next to this gigantic wall. And nobody's even heard from Samir, so we're kind of worried. That joke was a lot funnier like a few weeks ago when I wrote it. Now it's kind of scary. But I love smoking weed. I feel like it gives me these great ideas, like these really prolific ideas. Like you guys know the cigars Black and Milds? Yeah. I feel like the name itself does a really good job of describing the people that smoke them. And sink in. That's why I think that Marlboro Red should be called White and Angries. And then, ladies, this one's for you. Based on the way that they're used and applied, don't you think that they should actually be called tamp-ins? Like, I'm not an expert, but it seems to me like if you're tamping on, you guys are doing it wrong. So back when I was in high school, I taught myself to sneeze in Bill Cosby-isms. Which was really funny at the time. Like, I would be in the middle of a lecture in the back and just get a good, Leo! But the problem is that I can't untrain myself to do this. And in case some of you guys don't know, Bill Cosby, like, not so popular anymore. So, like, I was at a bar the other day and I felt one coming on. Sure enough, I get a good, you see? And all of the women in the bar just cover their drinks and start looking around. It's kind of a roadblock. So I've been noticing this bus ad recently around town, and some of you guys might have seen it. It says, "We catch 'em all," and it's in that like blue and yellow bubbly Pokemon font. Has anybody seen it? Yeah, a couple? Okay. And I always thought it was just for Pokemon, but I looked at the bottom and it just says it's for freestdcheck.org. like that's not what I was expecting at all. I'm just thinking, like, if you guys are trying to stop the proliferation of STDs, why are you marketing to people that play Pokemon? Like, that doesn't strike me as, like, the most sexually active group. Like, some guy just walked into work, was like, I'm gonna stop syphilis by marketing to virgins from the age of 15 to 25. But I went to their website, and I saw their old marketing ads, and I got to admit, they did step it up, because they used to use this cartoon mouse that just popped out and went, huh? Did you fuck a stranger? Thank you, everybody. That's my time.
Lopez.